Today I am here in the woods above my cottage, wearing my most cottagey cardigan that doesn't really fit, and I'm going to do the Racing to Read book tag. I have my notes all ready to go, and let's go. For warm-up, we want a book that stretches your mind, and for that one I've gone with Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It's a short, like a brief history of humankind or something like that, and it introduced some like overarching concepts that really sort of expanded my mind and made me think about the world in a different way, which I really appreciate. Next one is The Start Line. What's a book you started but never finished? For this one I just went with my most recent DNF, which is The Watchmaker of Filigree Street by Natasha Pulley. I loved the character of the watchmaker, but he wasn't the main character, and the main character was just bumbling and didn't really do anything, and yeah, I wasn't motivated to finish it, even if the watchmaker actually did have a clockwork octopus. That was the only thing that kept me going. But yeah, in the end I just didn't want to finish it. Next one is Sprint, a book you read really quickly. And for this one I'm going with From Scratch by Katrina Jackson. This is a romance. It's kind of a novella, and I think I read it in one sitting, maybe two in one day. And it's just really cute. And really, everyone has such a nice time, and all the main characters are African American, which was really nice to read about because I've been kind of narrow in my book choices. And they moved through a small town, and she was a baker. It was all very cute and lovely, and of course there was a happy ending, and I'm a sucker for happy endings. So yeah, so I just raced through that. I loved it. Next one is Marathon, favorite long book. And for a long time, I think I would have answered either Lord of the Rings or Name of the Wind. But now I think The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon has stolen the #1 place on that list. It was such a satisfying ending, and there were dragons, which I appreciate, and yeah, queens and court intrigue, and let's just say I'm looking forward to having like forgotten enough of it to read it again, because I think on second read it might like give me even more than it did first time. So that's, yeah, I really like that book. It's super long, but yeah, in the end I think I read the last half in 2 days or something. Next question is Hurdles. What's a book that had ups and downs? And for this one I'm going with The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, because at points in that book I did want to stop reading it. I'm glad I didn't stop, because it was a good book and I was happy with the ending and how it like all tied up, but it did have its like moments of where is this going, what's going on. So yeah, but yeah, so it had its ups and downs for me as a reader, but in the end I liked it. Next one is Finish Line, a book you were proud to finish. And for this one I'm going with A Dance with Dragons by J.R.R. Martin. Because, like, I think what I want to say is I was proud to finish the Song of Ice and Fire books, because they can be a bit of a slog. I think I was maybe most proud to finish the fourth one. Storm of Swords, I think. It's been a while. But yeah, I was just proud to have finished that series, and to be able to tell my friends who told me to read the series that, yeah, I read the series, isn't it crazy that that happened or that happened? And then the series happened and went past the books. So now I'm like, oh well, I don't know. But I can't really watch the series because it's too violent for me. I could read the books because the way things are explained and like the language is a little bit old-fashioned-ish. So I could sort of remove myself from the violence, but when it's like sort of pushed at you on a screen, I just couldn't. So yeah, I've asked people to spoil me for the last 2 seasons, and they've done a good job. So I know like how the series ended, but I want to know how the books go. That would be nice. Anyway, next one is gold medal. Best book you've read during a readathon. And for this, I'm going with The Shepherd's Life by James Rebanks, which I read in the 2018 reading rush, where the challenge was read a book about something you want to do. And this was a memoir about being a sheep farmer. I was thinking, okay, give me something about self-sufficiency or being a farmer, and that was the best thing my library had to offer. But it was such a lovely book and a good story about the changing landscapes in Britain and how sheep rearing has changed. And no, it was really, really a great memoir, and I loved it. So yeah, I thank the stars for that prompt, because if not, I wouldn't have found this like subgenre that I want, like of shepherd's memoirs. So thanks, Reading Rush. The next one is Participation Ribbon, an underrated book you wish got more attention. And for this one, I think I'm going to go with one of my favorite series ever, which is, or like my favorite series right now, who's to say, you know. So I'm going to go with the San Andreas Shifters series by G.R.R. Carriger. That's a pseudonym, kind of pen name for Gail Carriger. And the first book is Sumage Solution, or Sumage Solution. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced because I've only read it. But yeah, I really, really love this series. It's a book about, like, it's a series about a group of modern werewolves, so it's set in modern day, who move out to the Bay Area to get away from homophobic family, because they're a collection of werewolves, so most of them are gay, but like some of them just don't feel like they fit in a heteronormative pack. And it's about, like, there's so much compassion and kindness between these men and their romances. So like in each book, a pack member has his romance, kind of, and they're all men who love men type romances. And yeah, it's just really lovely. These some of them are just big softies, and it's just so cute. And I think the best thing about it is how much, like, how nice they are to each other. There's like no fake or like put on masculinity. They're all sort of genuine, and no, it's just, they're so lovely. And there's community and there's safety, and it's so lovely. Yeah, there's a new book in the series. Number 3 is is coming out 1st of August, so like very soon. and I'm really looking forward to it. That one's called the Enigma. Enforcer Enigma. Um, and I've of course pre-ordered it, so it will be delivered straight to my Kindle on the 1st of August, and I want to read it. But yeah, I feel like that series should really get more attention because it's so good and it shows like such a lovely version of masculinity that I really enjoy. And yeah, just beware. They do have explicit sex scenes, but that is something I have come to enjoy in my books. So, or in the books I read. So yeah, that was all the questions, really. And now I'm kind of tired of sitting on the ground, and I want breakfast because I've been up here from before breakfast. Anyway, enjoy the reading rush if you're participating. I am. This is my progress so far. So I have progress bars for each book there, and I haven't read much. And I probably won't read very much because I'm at the cottage with family, and reading isn't really my priority as much as catching up with friends and family. But we'll see. Maybe I'll finish one book. Maybe. Okay. Bye.